You like jazz? Yep. Hey everyone, Duckyworth here, and I have decided on the second film I would like to do for a live reaction to. And unlike The Wild, that wonderful film that I had a look at last time, today I'm going to have a watch of a film that I've actually never seen before. I've heard a lot about it, but I've never seen it myself. It is DreamWorks B movie. Yes. The 2007 film that made a resurgence recently in meme culture and made a lot of and has been talked about a lot on the internet. And I know about the memes, but I've never seen the filming for myself. As I've said, it's like when the film first came out, I was like 13, and I never really took an interest in it. It just seemed to be like that one advert with Barry, the Jerry Seinfeld bee. Whenever he tried hitting on the human lady, Vanessa or something, I think. Yeah, it's just that one advert when it's like, you like jazz? And then she just drops all the plates on the floor. And yeah. Uh, but it just felt dumb to me. Just that advert and that scene coming up over and over and over again. It just seemed to be a joke that came up and just lost interest in the film and didn't pay much heed. It just seemed a bit stupid. But I've seen a lot of people talk about it online, including quite a few of my friends who they've seen it and they acknowledge like the meme culture of it. So I decided that it would be worth watching the film myself and reacting to it and seeing how I think of it. So I've got the film up on Netflix and I'm just going to press play, and it might take a bit for it to load because because Netflix doesn't have it loads slower than Disney Plus for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna start watching B movie now. Gonna press play. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, when it decides to it's just buffering. Oh yes, a screenshot of Vanessa looking all derpy-eyed at Barry. That looks promising. Very promising screenshot there for the Netflix preview of the film. And yes, I'm remembering all the bee hitting on a grown human woman. That just seems a bit really way too. It seems a bit creepy. Even after the squirrel hitting on the giraffe in the wild, it just feels a bit odd. And I've seen some really terrible fan fictions online regarding what it would be like if they did get together, and it was just really. It was just really horrible. I had a read of it, and it was just one of the worst fan fictions I've ever seen in my life. Don't look it up. I strongly recommend against it. If you're not a masochist, don't look it up. It's not something that I recommend. I'm just saying things about the film just because I'm just waiting for the Netflix to buffer up. I think I remember a lot of people saying that Patrick Warburton's character, he's in this. His character is probably like one of the only sane ones in the whole film because of like he's pretty much what it would be like how any person would react if their girlfriend or significant other got hit on by a bee, how they would react. Yeah, so I'm just looking forward to see what his character gets up to, because once again, just like The Wild, Patrick Warburton is probably one of the most likeable aspects of the film. But then again, I don't know how the film will turn out, so I just need to wait to see how it goes. And I mean, maybe it's just for Seinfeld fans that this film would more appeal to, because I've never seen Seinfeld. It's never anything that I've watched. So I don't know. Maybe the jokes will appeal more to people who are more familiar with that, or Jerry Seinfeld. I don't know. Netflix is taking a bit of time to buffer tonight. Maybe it's just a bit. Maybe a lot of people are trying to watch a B movie. I do know that there's that one instance of someone that watched it like 350 something times in 2019. I think there was a news article saying that someone did honestly watch the film that much. Yeah, so either they were just watching it just to increase people's interest in the film, or they were just trying to do it for just goofs. Oh, here it is. It's starting. Yeah. Oh, B going in and the DreamWorks bubble boy tried to get away from it. Oh. So a B has... So the main character has killed a young boy. Yeah, that's a very good start. A B's murdered someone. Yes. The first one of those memes, the all-known laws of aviation. What's the name of this guy anyway? He shows up in like every single film trailer ever. It's the same person. It's just something that it's just that same guy. Oh, okay. So lots of shoes there, which are the same color, like in association with Columbus 81 Productions. His face looks a bit. Okay, so he's doing his hair and yeah, just drink your hand soap, and use it to do your armpits. This looks a bit odd already. Oh, wait, what? What? So all B's are telekinetic. Oh, what? Okay. He's sharpening his butt, and there was the Killer Queen poster in the background. Looks a bit sexy. What? So anyway, are all bees sort of telekinetic? Is that like he was using his antenna as like a headset? All bees, and then I've heard something about like how bees. I looked up how they actually make honey, and it involves a lot of vomit. Like they vomit it up into each other's mouths. That's what I looked up. Yes, the title card for the film Bee Movie. Just driving along that. Wait, why do we need to drive? Don't we fly everywhere? I don't know. It's just a bit. Oh, there's another character there. Oh, Matthew Broderick. That's who does him. Simba is a bee. Nice. So this is going to be a whole film of like bee puns, isn't it? Oh, that was a bit of a. So one of their co-workers just died, and they're just shrugging it off. That's a bit dark. I mean, I know there's all Chris Rock's in this. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So Marty from a Madagascar's in this. Oh, so we can fly. Oh, ha. Quite a bit of pomp under the circumstances. It's because we're playing pomp and circumstance. What the heck was that? What are we doing? Okay. 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 Okay, I do actually like some of the jokes about like they had like 3 days of college, 3 days of school, like and everything's just like going by really, really, really quickly. Some of them are like pretty like we just go straight into like work just as soon as I graduated. But stop doing that. I don't know what it is. Weird noises. Okay, so let's see what the inside of it. Oh, yeah, you know what? I have to say, I actually do like some of like the visual designs in this. Some of them do look rather nice. Uh, their secret formula being all of their vomiting into each other's mouths. Ah, yes. Uh, oh, yes. Incest jokes. Just what the children needed. Oh, God, this film is going to be awkward already, I can tell. I've already. Okay, now we're just murdering bees and. Considering the facts that there's like millions of them. Ah! Oh, okay, just. Okay, so trying to murder one of your fellow employees. That looks nice. Okay, you know what? That is actually a clever idea because that always happens with honey. When you have it, it just comes out of it. Oh, that's a nice little pinball machine, or what they're called pachinko. Pachinko. That's it. They look a bit like pachinko, which won't be very. Well, actually, isn't it that bees they when they're born they like change through jobs? It's like some of it they go from a nursery, then they go to like guards, and then we just yes, hilarious. Okay, okay, the facial expression there. Oh god. uh, God. This film is going to be intriguing. I can see already. Uh, I mean, I understand that if you know a lot about bees, this film is probably going to drive you mad with how much you get wrong. But okay, he's drinking the petrol for the car because it's honey. Okay, and oh, I just decided to walk into the middle of a traffic jam like idiot. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't you have any sense of self-preservation, Barry, and whatever your friend's name is? I mean, I guess the joke because we're like they go around and we're like seeing it as expendable because there's a lot of them, but it's just a bit weird. Coming across a lot of weird things recently. Okay. Oh yeah, the characters that are called jocks. I wonder how they're going to act like. Just imagine. Oh. The animation, it's like after watching a film where they tried to go for realistic designs and they tried to give them cartoony expressions which just meshed. The facial expressions here, they really fit with they really fit. Stop hitting him. They really fit with the designs. It doesn't look anywhere near as uncanny, visuals wise, but some of the bees having human faces could look a bit strange to some people. More cousin incest jokes. Ah, okay. Wow, their heads are long. What are you doing? You know, one thing I'd like to think of. After I'm done with this film, it's like I did a little bit of research on bees, but I don't really know all that much about bees because they're really interesting creatures. I mean, as an admittance, I'm scared of wasps, but bees for some reason don't scare me that much. I mean, maybe it's because I don't know, but I would like to find out more about them after I'm done with this. And this film does have it does a um. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but isn't it only female bees with stingers? Just one thing that I looked at. Uh, anyway, I do like the idea that this film is going for that. You know, actually, you know what I think about it? This film is about a character. Okay. The thing is, the Emoji Movie. I mean, I know the Emoji Movie copied a lot of things, but this film is about a guy who's trying to go into one job, but he doesn't want to keep being stuck with one job, just doing a one particular role for the rest of his life. That is pretty much what this film is. So we can add this to another one of a list of films that Emoji Movie ripped off. Crud? What is crud? Wow. Uh, uh, this is getting pretty dark. Just. Is this a kid's film or what? Just the number of times that the bees just drop down dead. It's just, but I know that you shouldn't sugarcoat death, and bees do die really, really, and insects don't have very long lifespans. But it's just the number of times that the characters die, and we're just so nonchalant to it. It gets a little bit uncomfortable. Just what I think. Uh. um. Okay, he just manages to just walk into the job. Looking at these guys, they're pretty ripped for bees, so they're gonna have to undergo like quite a bit of training, and he's just going straight in without any training about it. I mean, it's just a bit, it's just a bit, wow. So they don't have very good. I know they say they don't have very good job security. It's just sorry if I'm talking about this. It's just a lot of it. I'm just trying to figure out how. Buzz. This film is very, very strange. uh, you're not wearing shorts. uh, but speaking of bees, one of my favourite Pokemon is a bee one. In my Pearl file, I trained a Combi, and I had a Vespiquen. So I think that was part of where my like love for bees came in. So, oh, okay. So they're going flying out there, and okay, let's see. I mean, I know this came out in 2007. So animation has come a bit far since then, but But this animation it's actually pretty good. It's really good. It's pretty. It's I mean a lot of I've wow. Uh, Oh, that's nice. I think a lot of the strange things I heard about this film, just from the story, it's just a lot of the story elements just seem a little bit strange, and it's like when I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I know that they're jokes, but it's like a lot of the time I'm just trying to figure out how the world works because, admittedly, I didn't know that much about bees, but it's just uh, try to look for a blue flower with red thorns. They'll help the ogre down the street who's got a who's got an arrow in his butt, apparently. Oh, like the sound of a gun. That is very dramatic music for this. Ah, okay. I was talking about the visual design, but that human looked very skinny. She looked very, very, very skinny. The arms looked a bit strange. Okay, and the water effects look a bit looks a bit odd there. So, how do the people not notice a huge swarm of bees just going around with them? It's just a little bit odd. And they were just flying sideways there. They didn't seem to be. They seemed to just be going sideways. A sideways moving flower. What? But one bit they're moving in. Tennis balls. Wait a minute. Haven't you been outside for a long time now? Haven't you been like flying around for a lot now? How do you not recognise the same thing that you should be going? Oh yeah, this is the Renee Zellweger. That looks a bit odd. Okay, so weird stretch effects. Get your mouth away. Oh, and there's Patrick Warburton there. I recognise that voice. You don't say, Mr. Genius there. Yeah. Well. Patrick Warburton. He's always he's often the best part of things that he's in. Well, he just said that you're about to eat it. Oh wow, what's happening? Is it going into a car? Okay. Someone didn't get cut up in the Okay, you know the thing about bug settings that I really like? It's always like how these environments look through the eyes of like a much smaller creature. It's always really interesting. Like here he's just flying through trying to find the climate control of a car, and and yet another thing with them just coming across a dead body and treating it with a nonchalance. Yeah. Okay, that woman looks a lot like looks a lot like the Ratatouille. Colette. She looks like Colette. For some reason for me. Wait, what? Yeah. This family's odd. Got a nice car though. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and here comes Brain. So, as we're saying, you would have thought that if It's like with people. If you just saw someone just, I don't know. Just okay. So just flying around, flying along. Oh, wow. Those are some really quick moving clouds. But then again, clouds can really just like come in really quickly. So I want. Oh, and now he's in. Now he's in their apartment. Wait, his photo looked like Gusteau there. Ken's picture on his like resume there. Oh. okay, that is pretty accurate to what would happen when an insect tries to go through a window. So, best resume ever. This film, it's got some really strange things in it. Just a lot of things that seem pretty odd, but it does have some good bits of creativity, just like visuals and via ow, and like some jokes are actually making me laugh quite a bit. So I'll give that. How do you not notice the But I remember that from a meme, so I was looking up at the boots. Those are two memes I was looking up. And so it begins. Oh sure, just rip up his CV, a resume. CVs are what we have in the UK. Yeah, that's nice. No, it begins. You've only known him for like a couple of seconds, and already you're giving him bedroom eyes. And so begins the awkwardness of bestiality. Okay, so that happened. The thing is, Ken is I think we're trying to set him up as like the bad guy here, but he said he's allergic to bees, so I wouldn't blame him for being jumpy around them. Okay, so the first meeting. Oh, I think I know what's coming up. The bumblebee in water. Tuna bumblebee. What's the connection? Suppose Charlie Tuna wasn't available. Okay. Well, don't talk to her then. Just fly home. Just fly home. Snoogies? Was that the name of that cereal? Snoogies. That's a bit odd. Yeah, that's it. That's the meme. And she's going to submit herself to a mental institute for thinking that bees are talking. Oh, Renee Zellweger. I know. I recognise her. I was thinking I recognised her from somewhere, but I know what she is. She was Angie from Stab yourself with a fork. Yeah, best way to figure out you're dreaming. Oh god, this woman's nuts. Anyway, Angie from Shark Tale, Oscar Will Smith Fisher's love interest. That's what I know her from, and She's also going to have a strange love interest in Miss, so I guess Renee Zellweger's like used to having weird love interests in DreamWorks films now, I suppose. Rum cake sounds nice. I'd like to have a rum at some point. Ah! Oh my god, she's insane! Establishing moments in the film and already she's mad. Ah, face. You know, is the whole joke supposed to be that that she's making like conversation hitting on a bee? Because if that's like what most of the jokes in this film are, then it's probably gonna. It's not really enough to hold a film if this is like all that it is. It's just going to be. Ah, this is going to be good. God damn it. That is a question that I would actually like an answer to. Toe rings never made a whole lot of sense to me. They just seem a bit odd, and a lot of times they show up on some rather weird pictures on dark corners of the internet that I don't like coming up across. But listen, the subtitles say tender theme playing. Please don't. Why do I get the feeling that this woman, she watches A Bug's Life as as a porno? She probably watches it on her late night watching, along with that weird ants movie that I haven't seen in ages, but didn't like that much as a child and probably need to watch it again, which could possibly be a future film for this. Wait, did his jacket have pockets before? Yeah. Yes, I agree with you there, mate. And well, he's dead. Their love affair has killed someone, so that's good. That's good news. I don't know. Oh, very horny. That's what they were like. Why? That's exactly the same thing as candy corn. It's been a while I've had a candy corn. Ooh, candy corn. That was my terrible impression of Heimlich. I can't even do a German accent, so you know. That would make more. Well, what's wrong with Muffet? Or from Undertale, and Miss Spider from James and the Giant Peach. They look all right for spiders. And there's a nice bee drill down the street that was looking for someone to go out with. you know, more than human florists. That would be much more suitable for you. Or that one time when you were asking to. Or when you were wanting to go out with a grasshopper. I'd actually watch a film where a bee escapes from a hive and goes out with a spider or a wasp or a grasshopper. That'd be nice. Stinging Stripey. I haven't had a cinnamon bun in ages. Yes, stop yearning. There's no denying when my heart is yearning, but you're hitting on someone that's 100 times your size, so stop it. Okay. You know, this reminds me of the jelly thing from like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That when we're going into the jelly castle. You know, yes, about how I can get on that woman. I'm sorry, we're disgusting, Vanessa. You know, taking out the meme status, Barry's a bit of a oh no, now he's erotic dreaming something. Oh yeah, baby. oh. Yes, another one about nonchalant reaction to death. I guess Barry's anti-mosquito, I suppose. Ah! Don't make that face towards him, please. Oh, and she's... Okay, and she's... Please stop saying it like that. You know, I've always wanted to go on a microlight. That's one thing I've always wanted to do. But not fun. I've seen them flying around a fair few times, and... But I don't want it to be associated with bestiality. That's one thing I don't want it to be. Okay, now she's doing loop-de-loops with it, with hearts, even though she's a... Ah! Oh my god! Oh no! Oh wow, that was amazing. And apparently in his fantasies he's dreaming about her crashing into cliffs. So our main character is insane. I mean, I know I've said that many times before, but the two main characters in this film are nuts, and I love it, and half hate it and half love it. I mean, in terms of rooting for characters, this film is making me not really keen on the main characters very much, but in terms of so bad it's good and how entertainingly crazy it is, that's just what this is. Hivo? Ugh. You know, never in my life have I ever actually seen anyone... Yeah, like that. I've never seen anyone just randomly try and swap bees. I mean, wasps, but... wasps I've seen people try to get rid of, but not swap them. Usually I see people just like try to get them out the window, not squash them. To my experience, we just... I don't know. Maybe just like a group among people who are kind to insects, but Ray Liotta. Okay, randomly Ray Liotta. I don't really know who Ray Liotta is, so wasn't he in like gangster films at some point? I don't know, and in a bad episode of SpongeBob SquarePants, but I don't really know him. This is a bit of an odd tangent. Just someone just coming in that they're stealing honey and. Okay, now we've gone from bestiality to honey stealing. Wait, what? Oh no! Oh no! This is giving me flashbacks to that creepy unhinged fan from Gretzko. I can't see box cutters the same way again after the last part of Gretzko season 3. Just, oh no, but this guy's much less creepy than the Unhinged fan, I can tell you. Wait, what? Fighting him with a pin. You know, you could just swat him instead of You could just swat him instead of just like you randomly do it with a pin. You know. Okay. Wait, you mentioned his iguana, but we never see his iguana. I'd like to see an iguana. Iguanas are cute. Okay. Okay, just flying really quickly around the. Ah! Okay, that was. Oh, I remember that from the the trailers. Just that one bit when he's going into the mirror. I just remember that. That was another one of the jokes, but it was always constantly used. Wait, isn't that the same guy? Wasn't, or is it just a similar model? The same guy who wanted to feed him to his iguana. Wait, how did that happen? And now is just going to be more nonchalance to. Oh well, I mean, I suppose he cared about them. So I suppose. Oh, there's Chris Rock. Wait, I thought it was only female mosquitoes who drank blood. Oh, and more nonchalant reactions to death. So that's nice. You know, I just love how ah. Okay. Oh yeah, nice. You just saw where one guy just gets flown off to his death. You know, Chris Rock is another actor where he just always brings a lot of charm to every role. That I mean, I know I haven't seen Chris Rock in many roles. I mean, I mainly know him from Madagascar and this, but I think he's a good actor. A, mos- a mosquito hooking up with a dragonfly. That's another film I'd like to see. Okay, that would actually be a good film. I like that thought. Bugs just hitchhiking on windscreens. That's something I actually kind of like the idea of. Okay, so now he's at the honey farms. Oh no, this film isn't going to be demonising farmers, is it? Wait, is that how insect smokers work? That guy's face looks a bit strange there. More mass genocide in in a in this film. That's nice. Ah, okay. That's could be seen as slightly offensive. I don't know. It depends. Or maybe it was someone from a RuPaul's B race. I don't know. Wait, where did he get the camera from? Where did he get that? Oh, okay. I looked it up. Bee smokers. It doesn't. It's not supposed to kill them. It's supposed to. It calms them. It calms honeybees. So you know. Wait, where'd you come from? I know it's weird. It's awkward. You know, for kids. There's a lot of weird kinks being worked into this film, isn't there? Now we just have that old guy talking about his cricket girlfriend with crazy legs keeping him up all night. This film is very sexually strange for some reason. I want to know what was going through the writer's head while they were writing up some of these things. Okay. Would it? Ah. Okay. Ah. Not the most flattering photo they got of him there. Rest in peace, Larry King. Once again, it's just like a lot of this is just bee puns, and it's just it's like other than the awkwardness to do with like the bestiality and some of the weird moments. But Jesus. So does that mean every single human has well, there's quotes along the bottom from the guest you're watching, even though okay, that scene was just I don't know, it was just a bit old. What? He did it exactly the same time as me! He said what at exactly the same time as me! Yeah, Ken is the only sane person in this film. And he looks a lot like Clark Kent. It just hit me. Ken looks like Clark Kent. Was that where we got his name from in the design? Just because I want to get with you. You're the sexiest bee I've ever known. Yeah. Daffodil that's had work done, okay. That guy looks a bit strange. He just okay. So, so they take it to court. Yeah, this would go well. But considering some court cases that have come up in the world, the real world, some people trying to sue people for strange things, especially strange things on the internet. This strangely doesn't surprise me that the bees would try to sue humans for honey. This actually feels alibi. Ha. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, John Goodman. Oh, hello. Wasn't expecting you, miss. Bumbleton. What? Have I get all the bees there? I don't know. You know, considering how small he is, and bees are very quiet, his voice must project really. What are you doing? Yeah. Look at Matthew Broderick B's face. That's exactly how I was feeling there. Okay. Jory. Ah. The animation on this is weird. What? Oh, okay. And again, it's just they're trying to put a little bee in like human situations, and that's the whole joke. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and it just sometimes seems a bit. Sometimes it just feels a bit odd. Um. Uh. Um. Oh, it's been a while since I've been a Build-A-Bear, and okay, he's just bringing a live bear into the. You know, bears. Okay, so you're bringing a rabid bear into a a courtroom to try to scare people into supporting a case. Isn't that leading the jury? Could that be terminology like threatening them? Okay, so now they're bringing in Sting from the police. Considering some jokes on the things on the internet about a lot of people talking about things like cultural appropriation and things like this, this film is strangely becoming a bit awkward with or they predicted it, or they predicted a lot of these strange things that would happen. Okay, so now they're just picking on they're portraying Ray Liotta as this really creepy guy. Okay. And is Ray Liotta's eyes really squinty in real life? He just looks really odd. Um, okay. 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 Oh yeah, because you threatened everybody. That's really going to get the jury on your side, isn't he? And what are you sitting in? You look like you're sitting in Mrs. Nesbit's chair from Toy Story. Yeah, but wow, that has got to be really, really, really awkward for Ken. He walks in on, he's getting cuckolded by a bee. That's got to be one of the most awkward things that could happen to a guy. Yeah. And, one thing I got to say is that, wow, there's some nice bird pictures on the wall there. Huh. Oh, eating with chopsticks is very difficult. I'd say that's a special. I tried using chopsticks once, and it wasn't. And it was. I did find it pretty tricky. Okay, but Vanessa's kind of a jerk, isn't she? It's like from what we can see, Ken doesn't really seem to be like this bad of a guy, and it's like with everything that's going on with a bee, trying to. His girlfriend is dumping him for a bee. I don't blame him for losing his cool here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice cacti. Oh! Oh my god! Look at I would be more surprised by this by now, but with all the insanity of a human hitting on a bee or a bee hitting on a human, this seems par for the course. What? A water bug? Okay. Was that supposed to be? Oh, I've got issues. No, you're the most normal person here. So. I'm rooting for the supposed villain flushing the supposed hero down a toilet. That's where this film has got. Okay. Ew. He is trying to save you from your delusions of grandeur by killing the bee. Okay. In a long time. A very good question, Ken. Well, you know, there was this nice centipede that I had a one-night stand with a few months ago, but it didn't quite work out. But now I'm thinking bees are more my type. Okay, that joke... Some kind of barrier, like a mental barrier, as in, you're crazy and he's the only sane person here. Okay, back to the course. Okay, here we go. And what was with the face there? The Secret Life of Bees. Okay. Okay, what's he planning to do here? We're both mad. Wow, he's got a really small nose, hasn't he? Oh no, don't make me think of that. Ew. What's happening with his butt? He looks like he's got butt problems. Aren't you not supposed to be able to do that in a court? Defacing his character or whatever. What's he doing? Why is he burying his butt? What's he, okay, so he's gonna, oh, why did poor Ripples, and, wait, should he be dead? He ripped out his stinger. Shouldn't he be dead? Okay. Oh, wow. Wow, he's got a lot of, okay. Ah! Wow. Ew! Ew! Who wrote that? Who animated that? Who showed his big butt? Something is going through the minds of these writers, I can tell you. Just that. And for some reason he's still alive, even though he stung someone and his gut should be ripped out by now because he stung someone. Okay. So he's funneling his own vomit into his arm because that's what honey is. It's bee vomit. Wait, how does that work? How did he shove that inside his... Don't make me think of how that worked, please. You should be dead. So... What? Oh my god, did this film really go there? Adrenaline and then ecstasy. So is he implying that a bee stinging someone is their equivalent of an orgasm? What is... What? What is this film? Yeah, shouldn't they have a... Wait, why is the window open? Shouldn't there be smoke? Never mind bees, that's That's bedside manner. He's breaking bedside manner, randomly smoking outside the window. Okay, what are you doing? Wait, you got out of bed quickly, didn't you? Wait, why does he have a neck brace? He didn't see his neck unless he broke his neck when he was rolling around like a madman. Wait, I thought you said you're not supposed to be. Okay, and now he's in a baby carrier. If it wasn't for the fact he's not wearing a nappy right now, this would be very straight. I don't want to go there. And that actually raises a very good point. He hasn't mentioned anything yet. You haven't said anything yet. Wait, where'd you get that from? Wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. The species card. No comment. No comment. This film is bringing up a lot of rather uncomfortable jokes that wouldn't really belong in a. I don't know. Oh, and now he kills her. Okay. Okay. Who are you? What? Wait, do bees wear their cousins or their family's guts? What? Okay. Okay. You know, bears are actually rather. So now they're being racist against bears. Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus. Wow. So you just shoot Winnie the Pooh. And you just. Now we're going to. So now they're just going to break into people's homes and steal all of their shampoo and assault people on the street. Yeah, great job, Barry. But then again, what do I expect from someone as monumentally crazy as you? You know, this actually brings up a good point. It's like I see a lot of when it comes to honey. It's like for so long, it's like there's been this relationship between bees and humans, like a growing, like harvesting honey, and it's like if you were to stop harvesting it, would there be more honey than the bees know what to do with? Because it's like it's the same with a. Okay. It's the same with animals, the ones that have been domesticated for so long. If you just stopped, then a lot of things would it wouldn't go very well. I think. And now they're all going to become lazy. Well done, Barry. You just, you made it so everyone just sits around and acts like layabouts, and all the flowers of the world are going to wither up and die. Yeah, fantastic job, Barry. And Vanessa, you really did a great job there. But actually, one thing I looked up, isn't it that bees aren't the only thing that pollinates flowers? It's like a lot of the pollen just gets thrown about with the wind, and there's other insects that pollinate flowers. It's not just honey production. Wow, this is very accurate for a lot of workers. You know, when you take away all the meme stuff, this film is surprisingly boring. One thing I have to say about it, because I mean, this part here is like what would happen if all the people in the company were to just stop working, or if all kinds of like bees were to stop making honey. It's like that's actually an interesting point about like if you just got them to all stop. It's like the importance of blue collar workers and the like. But when you take away the memes and some of the strangeness about it, it plays itself surprisingly straight, and it's not as funny as I thought it was. Both of you are to blame for everything. You're the one who egged him on and aided him and was stupid enough to fall in love with him, Vanessa. You're an instigator in all this. And other insects and animals that eat the seeds and then they poop them out, and other versions of a pollination. So, you know, it kind of already gone south. Thank you. Partly. Quite a bit your fault. What? What the? Suicide pact. They're talking about suicide pacts in B-movie. That was something I wasn't expecting to see. A lot of things were things I wasn't expecting to see. Who is this for? I'm going to check myself into a mental institution because I've realised how stupid it is that I'm hitting on a bee. Oh, she's going to get flowers from a parade. Wait, what was with the way his wings were animated there? It's like they're buzzing about, but those wings were moving up strangely. I had the flittering effects, but then randomly the wings start coming up. Wait, it didn't occur to the bees until now for them to start pollinating other flowers? Oh yeah, this is going to go well. One of the only smart things you've ever said, Vanessa, but then again, you're partly to blame for this as well, so, you know, pushing the blame onto him here. How? How do you know every plant and flower bud in this park? You only flew around it for like one day, and then you went into the tennis and got hit about by a ball. So how do you know every single flower? You've only been doing that for like an hour. And now they're breaking into... And now they're breaking into a parade. Okay. A salute to meat. I'd like that float. Oh, what? Okay, just kill someone. No, Vanessa just killed someone. Our heroes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. If this film doesn't end with Vanessa being locked up in a mental institution, then I'm... no, because he'd be dead. Okay, very lax security. Oh, how about that? Wait, aren't those the same facial? Don't the pilots have the same facial models as someone else seen earlier in the film? I think it was the truck drivers. And we still haven't seen the iguana. I still want to see that guy's iguana Ignacio. That's one thing I'm surprised about we never got to see, even though we brought him up. Why don't we just call the flight attendant back in? Yeah, this is smart. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's smart. How do you, yeah. Yeah, nice job there, Barry. Wow, I'd trust plane security more when that time Beavis and Butthead came on a plane than these two. Get the hell out of the cockpit! You said now! You know, don't I have autopilot on... And those are also very similar facial features that I've seen before. Is it me, or are they just reusing facial models? Unless I'm just not remembering correctly. There's a little bit of a difference. And when do bees have engines? Is he? Or was that a joke John Travolta in one of his films? I don't get it. But lightning comes quickly. Ew. Wait, how do you get whipped cream? What's whipped cream to bees? What's sugar to bees? I mean, do we just... Well, since we just eat honey, and like... I don't know. Ditch water. Yes, I have. You know... I'll have to look up the known laws of aviation, because I'm not sure about that. Okay, that's a good point. I actually like that. Yeah, little things do work together to bring something big, even if it's just like a small job. I like that. What? And then they crash. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, great. So they were on autopilot the whole time. And now they're gonna die. What we're gonna do here? How's this gonna work? All these bees just going out and I'm just wondering what is happening for like the passengers while they're doing this. How they're just like being thrown around the cockpit like Beavis and Butthead again. Oh. Oh, look, their first lovers quarrel. Oh no, this film's making me make jokes about them having their first lovers quarrel. This film. Okay. What the hell? How did they not get sucked into the... What are they doing? Why are they doing, thinking B, okay. What? Okay, that was weird. What are they doing? Why are they doing, weird star jumps? Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is going to go well. And then they crush every single bee in the hive and New York doesn't get pollinated anymore. The end. What? Ah. How does it do that? No, the whole film is Cuckoo. Squish. Squish. Oh yeah, they just destroyed a whole bunch of people's luggage and you're stopping them from... Oh, so that's what you wanted to do. You just wanted to fly. Did it ever establish that? I don't know. Oh, you taught me how to fly. How can they hear you from up down there? Anywhere on Earth? What? But I thought it was only New York's, I don't know. Museum of Natural History keychains. Okay. Oh yes, he really deserves that after... He only flew around the hive, outside the hive once for like an hour. He ended up almost destroying all flowers of the world because apparently, because he couldn't, because he stopped flowers from being pollinated. And yeah, he's going to do a really good job, I can tell. Isn't it that pollen can only from flowers can only pollinate the same flower? So they're all right with pollinating whatever those flowers are, but when it comes to every single other flower in Central Park, they're not going to have much luck, are they? But one thing I can give hope for this is that hopefully all the flowers dying out meant that Stanley the troll from Troll in Central Park died. That's one thing that I can say would be a good thing about the Central Park flowers dying out. Wow, that was quick. That's actually a much more believable reaction to it than everyone just wanted to swap bees. I don't really think anyone in the real world ever really swats bees whenever come across them. And the designs still look nice. The things inside the hive, honey technology. Flowers, honey, and legal advice. Your case nearly doomed the world. Yeah, I'd really be able to trust you with a case. What are you gonna do with a now they've got cows, derpy cows in there, about to sue the human race. And it ends in an anti-lawyer joke. Lawyer jokes are pretty much running to the ground now. Pretty much. So when the jokes aren't odd, they're overdone. And now you've randomly got all animals going to sue the human race, and everything else is going to die out thanks to all these cases having a lot of ramifications for and there goes Ken, the best character, who ends up having his life ruined for no reason, even though he was the only sane character there. If every single animal were to sue the human race for taking away the things that they make, like cheese and milk and stuff, we'll probably have repeats of this all over again. And I don't think we need a sequel to this film, because it's like there's not really that much you can do with this for multiple animals. Okay, so that was 4 writers for someone 4 writers. Okay, so that was B movie, and what did I think of it? It was. I mean, when you take away the weird meme stuff, like the jokes about the bestiality and the concept of the bees trying to sue the human race, it wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's like a lot of the jokes, it just seems to be, a lot of the humour seems to be from the bees, the very concept of a bee talking to a human. It just acts like a bee's talking to a human and they're trying to have a relationship, and it's like, oh, look at this, isn't it wacky? But it plays it oddly straight a lot of times. And, that actually makes me think what spiders would look like in this. It plays it a bit safe. It doesn't really... with A Bug's Life, and from what I can remember, Ants, it's like they do a bit more with the bug world. I mean, apart from the bits with some of the bits inside the hive, and when they were going to the car windscreen, bees are pretty much little people. They're like little miniature. The bees act very much like humans in this film, and because of that, it just makes a lot of the scenes where they're just talking. It's like the novelty of the humour of Barry hitting on Vanessa, it wears off a bit after a while, and it just makes it come across as a bit boring. And a lot of the jokes in this film, I mean, again, it was written by, it was based on like Jerry Seinfeld with a lot of things going on. And again, I've never seen Seinfeld, so I'm not sure like what the comedy's like in that. But quite a few of the jokes. I mean, first of all, you have the bee wanting to get together with a human, which is a bit odd. But a lot of the things seem a bit. Makes you wonder who they're writing for. There's a strange amount of. I mean, one or two sexual innuendos is fine, but the throwing them in without any kind of subtlety to it, and it just makes you wonder who this was written for. And I mean, for children, that it's like they throw in a lot of these strangely odd jokes, and for adults, it's played pretty safe and conservative, and it just seems a bit it just makes it seem just more awkward than anything. But some of the bits had so bad it's good to it, but as I said, it just seems to. I'm sorry if I wasn't reacting a whole lot to this, but I just thought it was boring. It tries to be witty with a lot of jokes, like them saying, "Oh look, we're playing the race card," or the thing like bees suing humans, and there being like racial allegories. But it tries to go for once, unlike say Zootopia, where it's clear that it's a family audience, but it seems to the tone seems more constant in that. But with this, it just seems to be like it's trying to be whimsical, like the inside of a hive, and like safe, and then it just randomly throws in like some of these jokes, and we just feel a bit out of place. It's just not sure what to go for. I mean, it factored into the memes, but other than that, there's not a whole lot going for it. The animation was nice. I did like a lot of the animation. Some of the bits where some of it's dated a little bit, and some of the designs. I swear, some of the human designs were repeated in this. It's like you get the same human faces, like you get them popping up over and over again. I swear I could see that, but other than that, it's nice. This music, I did like the music. The music in it was very nice. But when it comes to the characters, Barry and Vanessa just feel like they're insane. It's like they want to sue the human race for taking honey, but through all of their actions, they end up. First of all, they just seem like they've got a huge screw loose, and then they end up almost destroying the world for it somehow. So, I mean, I've got to look up bees more about them to see how many facts we've got right. I mean, I get it. There's like an internal logic of a film, but it's kind of like the Cars films, where when a lot of the time is just spent on trying to figure out how the world works, it just distracts from a lot of the strange things that are going on. It's like world building is a very big thing, and it's like it's just playing it more for jokes here, and it just seems a bit distracting, at least for me. But back to characters. Kenny is definitely the best one, as well as Patrick Warburton, providing a voice. He's strangely sympathetic throughout the film. His girlfriend leaves him for a bee for a start off. The film tries to play him off as like this jerk, but Barry never actually tries to. I mean, first of all, I mean, even though Barry never actually tries to attack Ken, Vanessa leaves Ken was of her own accord, rather than Barry manipulating her to leave Ken, and it just feels a bit like the way that Ken Just like, I mean, the bit at the end when Barry proves he's sentient and Ken tries to kill him, that could make him. I think that's what they were going for, but a lot of the time Ken feels like the only sane character in the film, and yeah, it's just like they're trying to play him off as like an antagonist of sorts. But I didn't really find him. I found him to be way funnier and honestly a bit more sane than the other characters. What? Oh, and now they've got a song about them thinking B in the end credits, whatever that meant. Yeah, but when it comes to the film, it's just okay. It's not. When you take away, as I said, when you take away the novelty of it being about a bee hitting on a human, it begins to become boring, and that's with the Wild that I reviewed last time. It at least got odd with a lot of oddities that was going on, and there's so much to talk about, but it just feels a bit boring, to be honest. I can see why the memes came up. It's like from the concept of a film, making a lot of people want to check it out because of the oddity of the memes. But other than that, I surprisingly found out that there wasn't a whole lot to talk about it. Hopefully that didn't affect your enjoyment of my commentary of it, because there were a few jokes and a few odd moments in it, but it's like sometimes it felt like there wasn't a whole lot to work with when I was watching it, and it just feels like it's okay, but it's not really. When you take away the meme, I don't really think it was worth watching that much. I'm glad I saw it, so at least I could see where the meme came from, and there are some odd moments in it, but I don't think I'll ever see it again. Maybe I would have liked it as a child, but when I was a teenager, when the film came out and all the trailers were coming on, I just thought it just felt a bit stupid. So yeah, that's my honest thoughts on the film. If you like the film, good for you. I know that the film has quite a few fans, especially the bit at the end, like him talking about how little jobs are a big thing, not trying to stamp on bees. I mean, I hope no one's really wanting to do that, like treating animals nicely. I hope that's something that most people would do anyway. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of things, and I mean, a lot of people say it's like one of the most quotable DreamWorks films, but other than memes, there's not a whole lot to it, I think. I'll keep in touch when I have a look at what film I'd like to review next. Hopefully it won't be long, but I'll just let you know how it goes, and Duckyworth out. See you all next time.